Right, Shantel is the Community Engagement Coordinator at North Shore CDC in Salem. Shantel's position, woo! Shout out from Salem, in the house. Shantel provides financial coaching and other support for families. You can't hear on that mic because I didn't turn it on. For families in the neighborhood where she works and lives, called El Punto, or The Point. And she's going to tell a story about the transformation of El Punto with and an urban art museum that was part of that transformation. So come on up, Shantel.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So my name is Shantel Alix. I came to United States when I was 17 years old in December 10th, and it was a very cold night, just like today. And I remember my father telling me, do you have a code? And I was like, well, that sounds delicious, because I thought he was talking about food. I love food, can you tell? Okay, good. Does anybody in here likes food? How many? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So I remember coming to the Point specifically, and my first day in school was very interesting because the first question that somebody asked me was if I own a gun. How many in here owns a gun? Come on now. And so I obviously say, no, I don't. Why are you asking me that? So that person said, because you live in the Point. And that sort of mentality and stigma has always existed. And it was very interesting to me because I have to grow up in the Point. As I mentioned, I was only 17. And so I just couldn't understand why people felt that way about the Point, because I came from Dominican Republic, which is a very community-oriented, thank you, which is a very community-oriented country. So, but anyhow, I learned in 2013 that North Shore CDC, Community Development Coalition, was doing a new initiative in how to sort of change and break that stigma that existed in the Point. And I know that because I was not involved at the time, I was just a resident, right? So I knew that they were doing that. And at the time they got a grant to do a placemaking project, which they didn't know how that's gonna look like, but they knew it was gonna be something artistic, so they did a sidewalk with people's faces in the community. And that project was very eye-opening for the organization because that was the first time that they saw a Point neighborhood resident and a downtown resident is speaking together. And so they have music, they have food, but the very interesting thing is that they realized it was the art was that element that was missing in the neighborhood in order to connect people. So we have, well, the organization had at the time so much walls in the affordable housing that they decided to research about murals. But what is interesting about the project is that this is the only mural project that it's doing affordable housing murals and it's community oriented at the same time. And they only do it in the affordable housing walls to avoid gentrification. How does that sound? Real good. Okay, so let me just say that it makes me really proud to say that I work for the organization and I'm on board with the mission now. But most importantly, what makes me really proud is to say that I'm a Point neighborhood resident. Thank you so much.